we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I can never switch, none of day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation.
Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Hey, Wahoo! Take both of them.
Hey, watch it.
Under 10, 10.
He's coming.
We got, whoa!
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Here we go. Black 30.
All day, baby, all day. Check three. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Mike.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A give running right, Drake. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
Hey, turn it out. Check 31, check 31. Hey, alert 3.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Slam, slam, slam.
Get 300. Get 300. Boom, boom.
Motion, motion.
Now Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right
Get 300. Get 300. Hey, Haywood.
56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check 56.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Check 37.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Nicholas, 66.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch out. Kill.
What's up? 59, what's up? 50 flash, what's up?
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check. Jim.
Check 13. Check 13.
Check 4.
Easy.
Mike 55.
Here's Roethlisberger. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Easy.
36.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Push him back. Push him back.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. 56. Mike, 56 right there.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash.
Shift.
Easy.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get up. Check. Fresno. Hey.
Protein spill. Back north. Smoke.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, LA! Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Check 99.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Hey, foxtrot.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
Alert. 5.
55. Hey, eat.
To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger is going to fight into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And now off to the races, down the right side. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And did the offense get it back? They did at the 1-yard line. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from... He's got a man, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 34. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Gets past one man. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got a man. It's Brown. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw, it's Rodgers. He completes it to Julio Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Hey, tight down. There you go. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Watch the slant. Check. Hot route.
On third down, Rodgers. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here we go with Hill. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. It's caught. Block it. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. We got to step it up. Right. Under crunch. Check.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Moving down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Rodgers now to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Coverage that time by Deontay Thompson.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
I got it.
Shift. Watch the shift. Switch.
Hey, zoom. Hey, take 26.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T. Mike's 50.
Bravo.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Mike's 50.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
50.
Mike's 50.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, Scared. Mike's 50. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Mike 50. Cat 300.
Mike's 50. Hey,
Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
watch the edge.
Hey, take 26. Take 30.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike
Plant.
50. Check Mike 50. Come to my work. We want
Hey, Charlie.
work.
Back north.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At their 48-yard line.
Quarter.
56 to Mike, boy. 56.
From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Alert.
On 1st down, Drake. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice hit, boy. Mike,
Like 80.
Mike's 56. 3 bucks. Check.
Jack 16.
Check 24.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Ready?
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
Sponge! No! Deuce! Watch twins!
Solid, 5 down.
SOS.
Alert.
Chance.
Black and green.
Now Roethlisberger. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Dante Fowler able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, Echo.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hey, watch the slant. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Let's go, D.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Mike 50.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Hey, 88. Hey. High 7.
I'm coming after you.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
I'm coming after you.
Throwing on second down, Roethlisberger. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 17.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Ready? Watch right there. Watch the shoulder.
On second and 9, Rodgers gets this one to Hill. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Pilot, 64, weak. Stay right. Zoom.
Mike 50, huh? I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Give me traps. Let's go. Slam. Check.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. A field goal can get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Switch. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Drake. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kenyon Drake, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6-point silver. They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, Hill. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Inside. 54. Hey, wahoo!
Watch the twitch. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, watch the ball.
Under 10. 10.
He's coming.
We got double up.
Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Jump out! Hey, Haywood!
Hey, 50 to Mike. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hey, take 26!
He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
They come out here in the eye. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal.
80 weapons.
Now here's Hill. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
They'll try and run it in. And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for 2, but they will remain down by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Running, it's Drake. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach